Oh yeah, everybody. I think I fucked up tonight, man. I went Don did it. I fucking had to go fuck around, and I had to summon the great evil that is known as William H. Morbid. I even fucking had to get into character for this because I know I fucked up. So let's bring him on without further ado. Here he is, the man himself, the great evil William H. Morbid. How
Evening.
you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. As you can see, I've been, kind of practicing here. I got my dead man makeup here, and trying to get the old thing going. I practice. I got my contacts in. I said, "Fuck, I fucked up." I summoned William H. Morbid. How you
Watch
doing?
it. I'm doing pretty good here amongst the living while the veil's thin for the next 2 days. I tell you what, been a long trip, but yeah, man, I'm around. I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. As you can see, we're practicing here with new software. I got things going differently this year, and I figured since you are William H. Morbid, that it'd be appropriate to have you back at least either on Halloween or Devil's Night. But as we found out, Halloween you were busy. Congratulations to you and the miss. I know you know we all know, but for those that don't know, well, hey, Mister William H. here is celebrating something big tomorrow night, so that's why tonight we're having him on.
Yes, sir. 500 years with the Great Gray Witch.
Wow.
We fought it out and dueled it, but she stuck by my side. So I got to give her one day a year.
At least, man. At least, yeah, man. So listen, you are one of those rare artists that I don't see you pushing your shit everywhere. You're like kind of just underground, and you're just putting it out there and stuff. And it caught my attention, so I wanted to bring it forth here. And you've been working on some new stuff. So first of all, I want to get into a little bit on why you don't promote more of your music than you do.
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, Joe. A real long time. Back when I started, streaming had just been birthed. We're talking about crawling out of the LimeWire era and moving into the streaming era. And we had Apple Music and we had Spotify. Those were the two biggest ones. And I was on every platform, including all the small platforms. I put out my second album, and it sold 4.3 million in a year and a half, 2 years. And that was all over the world, obviously, not just here. It was all over the world, real big in Norway and everything like that. They love me out there. Um, but yeah, man, I didn't make anything from it. I didn't get anything from it. So we go 10 years down the road, and I'm doing a class action settlement. I make $400 off of 4 million streams. And I thought to myself, real even early on, right after that, it was like, you fuck this shit. I'm not making this for clout or popularity. I don't want to go tour. I have a fucking attitude problem. I see a grown man choking a woman at a club. I'm gonna beat that motherfucker's ass. And somebody's gonna have a problem with it. So I keep my ass in the house. I do my thing, and I put it out to the people who care about it. And it's grown, man. It really has. It's like I'm 7,000 deep. Shout out Black Eyes Children. I love you, little motherfuckers. I see you out there tonight. I see you being bad on Devil's Night. Keep doing it. But yeah, man, I said, fuck it. It's not about the money. It's about the people who care about the message. And the message is be a good person or get the fuck out. We ain't got time for it. Let me get in my
Right?
appropriate demon pose here. I don't even got shoes on, bro. I'm grounded tonight.
Yeah, man. Well, I'd like to start off with a song, if you don't mind. I know you sent me a whole bunch here, and I'd like to play a little bit. That way, people get, for those that don't know you and the people that are watching us here on Reckless Radio, um, it'll get them a little feel for what William H. Morbid is, and then we come back and get a little bit deeper into it.
Sounds good to me.
So let's see if I can do this. I'm on a new system tonight. Everything's fucked up over here at this house. Computers ain't working too much, so we keep switching it up. But by hook or by crook, I'm getting the show done.
Hey, you're doing it, brother. That's all that matters.
All right, I'll be able to get it. Man, that'll be awesome. I gotta close this shit. Open with this. Boom. I think I already got it going. So this here. We're gonna close this. Close that one. Close that one. Aha, there we go. There we go.
Thank you, Deuce. I see you, bro.
Perfect. There we go. See. Right. All right. Yeah, see, I got it working, my man. All right. All
Fuck
right.
yeah.
Pull us out. There it is. Splash down like grenade rounds. Have a good trip from all that potassium laced acid injected into your back skin. Eyelids pulled back to expose the eyeball inside. Still placid, and then moving kinda rapid. I can lie and say I don't like this, but I like this. Yeah, I said what I said and I did it. I do. I fucking said what I said. I break your motherfucking fingers in your toes. Slowly, not crunch, cause I enjoy it. Pleasure your brains with a pair of jumper cables and a microwave magnet. You filthy fucking fuck, it's tragic. Wasted your effort, not trying to lose all your motherfucking distracted bullshit. Too busy date raping and situational dodging. Now you're squealing and crying in the night. Yeah, it belongs to us. The sad, the sick, the fucked up, the broken, the suffering. Let it show you something so beautiful tonight. It belongs to us. It belongs to us. It belongs to us. Bloodlust, it's in all of us. Fury is delirious, full of brimstone, expired vinegar, and in fact dead best. You expected us to survive off this. Die of insults in your human shit, then wonder why we react so violent. When a tumor is done being malignant, she gets fucking belligerent. We are the beginning, the silence chasing you. When you dream, it's ironic, now isn't it? Bitch, the fucking night belongs to us. Yeah, no, yeah. The night belongs to us. When I say us, I mean them, the tortured, the broken, the lost. It's not yours. Jesus Murphy. I just love how you're able to tell that story with that up and down flowing rhythm. You know what I mean? It gets right into you. And I really think that's awesome, man.
I'll tell you this, man. Recording that one on a legitimate, like just 100%. That was almost out of body, man. That whole thing came to me like it came from the fucking cosmos, dude. That one, that is not my song. That's y'all's song. That's everybody else's. That's that one right there, man. It hit. That's my favorite one, man. It really is. Off the whole tape, that's my favorite one.
Well, it seems like it's very like the artistry shows through, not just words, but the way you had your vision of the way you wanted to see the song turn out. I think it was a home run on that one, man.
I appreciate you, brother. I really do. I put a lot. I've been working on this side by side with the past album I just dropped in August. I had this one going, man, and it was like I had to take a little break after I dropped the 24 track album that was Escaping Eden. That damn thing, dude. That's my Opius Oedipus. That's my Maximus right there, man. That thing has every bit of the lore. It has the whole story wrapped into it, the whole backstory, and it just sets me forth to advance on everything else. But in the process of doing that, I was building this Halloween drop, the Sam Hain drop. And I was like, I did something last year. I did a couple cover songs. I did two songs. and I dropped it and just called it, whatever. I stuck some pictures on it, put it on YouTube, and put it out there. It was cool, it was great, but I wanted something comprehensive this year, and I'd given myself enough time to build something. So I did all the background in everything you hear in the background was done first. I went in there and I just fucking screamed my lungs out. I put all of it, everything I could feel at that moment on that track that night I was working on that track. And I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Then I came back and I laid these lyrics, and a lot of those lyrics got rewrote completely because it was like the spirit hit me, dude. It made itself into something completely different. And I'm super proud of this fucking drop, man.
It shows. It shows. It shows. So,
And
how long do you think? Like, would you say this process took to get this album together?
this album was about 3 months. Now, and when I say album, I mean this tape. It's 5 tracks. It took about 3 months, and normally I can knock 5 tracks out in like a fucking week. That's not a problem. But I wanted to build something big into this, so I really took my time on it. Now, Escaping Eden took me 2 fucking years. I was working on that the first time we talked ever. I was working on Escaping Eden and the album we talked about at that time.
Nice. So,
Yeah, man.
how'd the character come about? William H. Morbid.
Well, I tell you, it's weird. It's been with me my whole life. This entity. I gave it a name. All I know for a fact is the energy itself is vengeance. It's vengeful. It's something that was birthed out of a wrongdoing and an injustice in some way, and it's just stuck with me since I was a baby. I could feel this thing. I remember being 3 years old, coming out of a bubble from multiple heart surgeries, and seeing this thing standing over me, protecting me. So it's been here forever, and it's been around. It's been on this planet in this universe as far as I could ever tell and know. It's just an energy that's existed. So the character just built from that. I gave it a name. I gave it a backstory. Everything that I tell of it is either something I feel that has been planted in my brain in a fucking dream, or it's something I came up with building the story. Because in all, me, Will Beard, the man behind this shit, I'm a storyteller. That's what I'm good at.
Well, it shows. It shows that, and it seems like everything you've been doing kind of sees a new progression, a new, a new. But I say page in the book.
New page, new chapter, every release.
That's what it seems, but it also seems like
You get a lot of feedback, bro.
Yeah, sorry, music got all messed up. I was trying to
Oh,
prepare.
good.
My apologies. Yeah, but it seems like it's a new page, but it seems like it's a book that continues.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to portray this whole time is that everything I put out, all 25 releases that I've done over the course of the past 20 years have been one cohesive story. And it's even my evolution as a person, because when I started, I was screaming obscenities and horrible stuff that I'd never say to people because I didn't get in the grasp of the concept of what that does to a person internally. Like, if you sit and you call somebody trash constantly, eventually they're going to start believing it. And I wanted everything to become something that was more empowering for someone who felt like they were pinned down in a bad situation, rather than I was coming at them and telling them to, hey, buck up, And that progressed in me because I had to learn that as a person, that being a dick all the time just doesn't work.
So would you say William H. Morbid character is kind of how do you say that? Like an opposite as to what people would automatically assume your character would be?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, I built this whole creation that has mulled over in my head, and 20 years, I've talked about some of the most horrible shit you could think of, and at the end of the day, it's not about tearing somebody's guts out and blowing shit up and destroying the world. It's not about that. It's about learning lessons. It's like Saul, man. How Saul started. He wasn't trying to kill people. He was trying to teach them a lesson.
So
and I stay relative to that concept.
We heard Infernal, right?
We heard The Night Belongs to Us.
Oh,
that's the new one that just dropped.
My apologies.
No, you're good.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, because I got everything crammed into this little Chromebook, so it's a little bit
I
difficult.
do understand.
It's the duality of man. Absolutely, yeah, exactly. William H. Exact. Thank you, John Henderson. William H.
That's my
Morbid
brother.
is exactly the duality of man, because you expect William H. Morbid with a name like that to be the walking evil, but he's not. He's the walking evil, but with morality, teaching you about it's just beautiful the way your character plays out.
You look at the greats in the world, and some people like the kings and queens and Genghis Khan, and they ruled with fear. They didn't teach their people I mean, that people were taught things. Don't let me get me wrong there, but it was just this feeling of fear, and that's the most primal thing that a human holds dear is fear. Because at the end of the day, you may get hungry, you may get horny, you may want to fight somebody, but fear will strike you in your gut, and that right there is what I go for. I want people to activate that, fight or flight, and figure out, what why do I feel like I should fear this? Because if I'm a good person, obviously this thing wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't have any reason to. So why should I fear this? And that's the question at the end of the day is why fear something so dark? Because something inside of you is extremely dark.
Man, see, I knew I liked it. So I got another song lined up here. Why do we say we go to it? Since I was so proud of getting it ready.
Yes, sir.
We got
Oh, excuse me. Once in the night.
okay, that's why everything was so messed up. I had 3 of them opened all in a row. See?
That'll do it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, which song do we have next here? Let's try and see. Because it's all mixed up on this laptop. I got it. I tried to get it all done. So
Gotcha.
open with VLC. Boom. Okay.
Shout out John Henderson. That's my brother, man. I've known that man longer than anybody else on this planet. I love it.
I think I got the right one. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I got to close these other windows. My apologies, man. There we go.
I'm here all night.
Yeah, this is now.
I've got the vessel. Everything's fluid. Woo!
Yeah, man.
My son's sitting here staring at me all kinds of crazy.
I can't see
You
it.
guys want to see him? He's a mini Siamese. There's my baby boy. Yeah.
Everything's messed up. I'm gonna get it good going. Just everybody, bear with me for a second here. We're having all kinds of technical difficulties. We're gonna close that because everything's fucking messed up here. This here. Discovering. Okay, it's loading everything. That's why it's all fucky now. That's why. Okay, I got it fixed. I got the problem fixed. We're gonna open it up with the gallery. Perfect. No, we already heard this one. Everything's messed up for me. How about this one? Jesus Christ. Rebel Joe's fucking it up. I don't. Okay. I knew I fucked up by summoning you.
These things happen, dog.
All right, there we go. I'm surprised I kept it going. I was able to still do it on a little Chromebook.
Hell yeah, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Right?
spinal cord, you filthy fucking shit. Oh, fucking forehead, I know you smell the menthol cigarette. Yeah. Let's make a bet. I can make you suffer worse than anybody you ever met. I'ma peel through your fucking insides and peel your nerves from your filthy flesh. You better sit down. My cleaver's getting oh, yeah. You better sit down. My cleaver's getting all wet. Yeah. Did that motherfucking shit slip before I saw it? Run some piano wire inside your ears and down your shoulders into your bones. You funny little puppet. Open up now, baby man. This rose poison you can go on and just suck on. Better stop it before your nose gets jelly and I gotta remove it. Yeah. Simple shit that's gotta happen. Rhyme transpired like a body rotting in a motherfucking thicket. You can smell me coming. Yeah. From the faint dink and the cigarettes, offshoot spit eardrum punctured, it fucking explodes with a corkscrewed ice pick. Shit, you know you want it. You can't stop talking your motherfucking shit. Yeah, you ain't seen fear, but I'm made of that shit. I live in a horror movie. All your homies are dead. Yeah. Head gone and legs gone and guts wrapped up around the bitch punctured the side of her head. Keep your mouth closed, don't speak what you don't want, yo. Bad folks hanging around. Fuck up and get filtered by a wicked town. Yeah, how you feel? You feel strong.
Boom. Boom. Man.
Now, that was Intro Inferno.
There we go. No, okay, I got it. All right.
Yeah, so that one right there actually wasn't going to be even an intro, wasn't going to exist at all. I had it back in the vault, and I was picking through some tracks trying to find a good intro for this, and it hit me, man, and I was just like, I'm angry. I think I'm going to go do this. And that's where that one came from, man. That's just a pit of stress right there.
So you've been doing this for many years, you said. Let me ask you, what way would you say that it's got A, either better in the industry or B, worse in the industry?
Well, in this immediate junction right now, I see it getting better because we have a lot of guys out here supporting one another. And as long as everybody keeps even keel and doesn't start taking for granted people, which I still see going on, I'm not saying it's all good, but I feel like it is really getting better. The unity's there, man. There's a lot of us out here trying to unify people. And it's like me, it's like I don't pay for and I don't ask for money for features. If somebody wants me on something, dude, I'm happy to do it for them. I don't care if they've made one track and they're just getting started, if they made 10,000. That doesn't matter to me. It's about connecting. It's about people giving a shit about one another and living in this culture because the majority of us, especially in horrorcore, we all love horror movies. We all love going to the shows and slamming into each other and getting crazy. But at the end of the day, it's not about going to that show and kicking your fellow homeboy, juggalo, fan, whatever, in the face and letting him lay there on the ground. It's about picking that motherfucker up when he falls in the pit, getting him going again. It's the same thing in the underground. We got to keep each other going, or this thing will die. It's something the industry doesn't like because we're out here saying shit about them they can't control.
I noticed, like I'm new to this whole underground scene, and I got a late start, and I've noticed that there's such a community behind it that it's like it's exactly what the record industry should have been with the artists, rather than take and squeeze from the artist, because it was ridiculous. Like I know the drummer from Exciter. He was one of the founders of speed metal. He's a drummer singer. Uh, they started in the early '80s, and they got screwed over so bad by the industry. Same as Lemmy from Motorhead. You take all these big names and all these big record deals that they had, they got fuck all in the end.
I'll tell you a quick story. I grew up in a little town called, it's not a little town, it is now, it's dying. It's called Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Shout out to my hometown, third most dangerous place in the world. Um, it's hard down there, man. It really is. And I was, I was one of those guys that ran around in the music scene. And when I was real young getting started, I met this guy from Hornet. And I don't know if you remember Hornet, but they were a subversively Christian hair metal band in the '80s. And they were pretty fucking big. They toured everywhere, man. I met this guy. He was sick, living in a trailer with his family, making enough to get by. And he told me, man, he'd seen everything in the world you can see. And the music industry just straight butt fucked him. I mean, I got another quick story. There's a guy who works at the gas station up the street from me, but he was in a band that was real big. I'll have to ask him again what it was called, but it was also in the '80s. He got into some trouble here in Arkansas, not even from here. Wound up going to the penitentiary for 20 years here in Arkansas, doing a tour, and acted a fool while he was here and caught 20 years.
Wow.
And he got out. His whole life was ruined. Everything was, over for him. But this business it's a throat cutter, man. It really is. And I feel like the atmosphere I say we, a lot of us underground guys, I'm talking about, people like Zombie Cult, GRE, LSP, even Psychopathic, even though they went subversely mainstream, we all know the story there. It we've tried to cultivate this feeling of everybody belongs. And if you've got it to get on a mic and keep up with the beat, you can also belong in the music scene. And you don't always have to sound the best, but you have to have a point to what you're saying, and we'll support you. And I feel like at least 80% of us do that, man.
Wow. Wow. And it's true because I've just been recently introduced to the guys from GRE. I started my journey in the horrorcore scene with Scum. He was the first
Oh hell yeah.
uh, early this year or late last year, I forget. And then I talked to Insane Poetry. Humble Among was another one that I got to talk to. Schizo from Michigan. And then who else did we do? Then we did Chuckles, Class
Good
from,
peoples.
and then Mr. Dosha, and now bringing back the great William H. Morbid.
And see, I've been in the scene with these same guys. I don't do tours, but whenever they hold contests, I'll send them some fucking music. I'll give them praise on every drop they give. All these same guys, if I go and I hit them in their inbox, they message me back. They're always cool to me. Even when I've built what I've got off of nothing, and so did they. You know what I mean? They had the gall and the time and the patience and with due to go out and tour, and they've earned what they've got, and they've earned the spot and the prestige they have in this world. And I'm proud of every one of those guys you just stated, and I'm proud of a whole plethora of other motherfuckers that are out here doing it every day. There's a guy named Had Enough. They just signed to GRE. Man's never talked to me, but I'll give him props right now. That motherfucker got chops, and he's trying to teach a lesson with his music like I do. So this whole thing, man, it's beautiful, bro. It really is. It's something that has developed into a fluid stream where if you have been in this long enough and you've been grinding like everybody else, people give you respect. And that's really important to me. And I know it's important to everybody else, especially the folks you just stated.
And that's exactly what this platform started out being, was to be that platform for the people, the underground people, the independent people. I got rock bands, I got punk bands, I got French bands, I got horrorcore bands. I got musicians of all kinds from all over the world kind of coming together on this. And this is what it's been about. It's just been about, without the community, the artist is just an artist, we're just a playlist. So with the involvement of the community and the return of the small, I don't need the big musicians to come back. I need guys like you to come back and talk to people, because that's what it is. It's a sense of community that you guys bring with your music that we're trying to bring exactly with Reckless Radio.
I feel you, man. And it's like I in the past 2 years since I've really jumped back into the grind, because I took a hiatus. I took a little while. It was about 4 years I took off, and then I came back heavy when I released You know, my first album in 4 years, it has grown so much in the past 2.5 years that I have people that hit me in my inbox and they're like, "Hey man, I know you don't know me and everything, but I really appreciate the fact that you're saying what's on your mind, and I feel the same way you do too." You know what I mean? Like, people shouldn't be going around, flirting with kids on the internet and harassing people and treating other life forms like absolute utter trash. Because if you're angry, we're all angry. Why go out and fuck with somebody? You know what I mean? So it's the whole thing, man. It's the underground mentality, and I'm proud of people that they try to uphold that.
Trying to get. All right, well, we're just gonna have to turn that one off. All right, but I can still get it going.
Yeah, that one right there, man. That's Seeing Things. It's off the new album I dropped in August.
All right, well, you know what? We're gonna get it ready here because I think if I stick, yeah, see, perfect. I can load it up really nice. There we go. Turn this on. There we go. So, which one you want to present this song, my man?
Yeah. This is Seeing Things off of my newest album, full album. It's out now on ReverbNation.com/Mr. Morbid or on the YouTube. This is Seeing Things. It's not rap. It's some metal for y'all.
Things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I don't trust, I'll still turn this story around. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I always see things upside down. I haven't always been a selfish prick. Shit started somewhere, but I don't know where. I forget. That falls under excuses, and we're not going back down that hole full of shit. I'm a fucking grown man who thinks he's a demon, but you look at me in the face and you still fucking care. Regardless of my path I chose, and you smile. My mind's not there, I'm broken. I can't explain what makes me tick, but you're the reason I fucking care. You're the reason I'm fucking here. Yeah. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I don't trust, I'll still turn this story around. Yeah, I always see things upside down, upside down, upside down. We have become a living, breathing, eating fucking night terror. My mind's everywhere, ADD and ODD and ADHD. Man, it's getting so depressive, my brain is actively trying to murder me. Every day I see faces and hear voices, the smoke late at night. And it helps me kinda be okay, but you smiling at me is what saved me. I probably ruined your fucking life and you still stuck here with me. Now I see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I don't trust, I'll still turn this story around. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I don't trust, I'll turn this fucking story around. I see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, upside down. Upside down. I always see things upside down, I'm upside down, I'm upside down. Upside down, upside down.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's
I'm
all.
proud of that fucking song.
Yeah. Holy shit. Man, that hits hard.
That's Good John Productions, man. He gave that beat away for free. He just it's out there. Anybody can use it.
Big shout out, man, because you were able to make something great out of that. And once again, with your touch on it, it came fucking through like a fucking champ.
Well, I do appreciate that, good sir. I actually have something crazy coming up here pretty soon with the late great Lord Infamous. It ought to be awesome, man. I'm hoping to bring that same energy to it, that same feel, that same metal feel to this track.
Oh man, but it shined through. It shined through. Your voice adapts very well to it.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. And it wasn't my first go at metal, but I felt like it was one of the better ones that I've ever put out. And with the quality going up with the studio and everything, I was really able to capture the feeling I wanted to.
You have a couple of videos up on YouTube, right?
Oh yeah, I got a couple, about 156.
I know it'd be sarcastic, because I want to show one or two before the night ends. You know what I mean? We talk about it because
hell yeah.
This is your new album, and all those songs will be available on Reckless Radio. They will be in the rotation.
Yes, sir. I'll have to file over to you before the end of the night with the proper MP3s for you to stick in rotation on that, because I sent you 2, and there's 3 more I need to send to you. But at 3 a.m., the whole thing drops.
Yes, well, exactly, because we're doing like kind of like a little sneak preview here, and nothing is going up on the station until after we go about it the right way.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I get loaded up here. I got
yes, sir.
I got fucking Told You So.
Oh yeah, that one right there is it's off of Escaping Eden as well. But it's yeah, I think you guys are gonna like this. This video. Oh no, this is off the 13th Circle, good sir. I do apologize. This was from the very beginning of the year. And these videos, every video you see put out is just me sitting here on an iPhone doing the editing. So, it ain't nothing super fancy, but I take pride in my work.
I'll be okay, and I see that pretty dead lately, driving under moonlight, staring blankly at the lines in front of me. I am nothing anyone wanted out of me. I'm alive as I can be, alive as I can be. I take care of what I gotta be. Get stabbed on me, fucked or been on me. Even though I drove everyone away from me, away from me, away from me. Made me bitter and sinful. No, now everyone around me hates me. Maybe it was my fault. They never give a fuck about me, but shit, I tried. Yeah, that's an excuse over that. Yeah, I gotta be a better me for everybody to stop. Wait, check that. The ones who really matter. The end is coming, but it don't really. Steady the pace I'm on, my fucking head's up. I'm dizzy, my legs folding under me. I called last Friday, no, I'm lying, I ain't tried call since 2013. Forgot your fucking voice and everything. Just like spring, I'll have a manic attack. Fucking psych out and do your whole life, yeah. It's been too long since you blocked me, so probably you're okay right now. Oh, bitch, you're very fuck. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Regret is a powerful emotion, especially when you live for a second feeling guilty. So guilty, so goddamn guilty.
Man, I love how hypnotic the song seems to be. You know what I mean? Like it brings you through. It brings you on that journey, that up and down ride of going through the motions of the music and feeling the music in the songs. I love it.
That that means a lot to me, brother. Because that song right there is about grief, man. I mean, it's something nobody likes to talk about, but I do that a lot in my music. Talk about shit people don't like to talk about. Um, as of late, with COVID and life in general, everybody growing up, people passing, losing people, losing pets, losing friends. I felt like at that junction in time, that album, The 13th Circle, was a lot of me going through a lot of internal shit and like not going to therapy because of, you know, I work for everything I got, fuck paying somebody to talk to. I use my music, me and my wife talk it out. And I felt like that one right there really was like a bullet point for me. Like, hey, either get over it or blow your fucking head off because you can't be dragging everybody else down with you.
Right?
So, I mean,
No,
serious shit. I hate to kill the vibe, but that's the whole feeling of it, man. You got to accept it. You got to grow from it. That pain is something we grow from. We're given that as a blessing to learn
absolutely. Absolutely.
from.
With that. I agree with that.
I'm
Do
gonna
you have
take a hit on that one.
That's okay. That's okay, my man. I'm gonna light up my joint too. Get your hands up there, please. Yeah, man. Is there a video that you want to play? You want to choose one that you just want to give it a little push to?
Well, I tell you, um, on Escaping Eden, there's a track, and it's a ukulele track. It's one of the most beautiful ukulele songs I've ever in my life heard, and it's I don't know if I've actually I don't think I sent it to you, but I know it's on the YouTube.
Yeah, I got
Um, let me because after you put out a certain amount of songs,
yeah.
let me go pull it up real quick. I'll tell you the exact one to go scope out. But yeah, man, I found this beat one day when I was just sitting smoking with my old lady, just having a good day, and it hit me as one of the most beautiful tracks I'd ever heard. But it was legitimately one of the saddest things I'd ever heard in my life, as happy as it sounded. And I had to roll with it. Let me find this thing here. It's called Chewing My.
You cut right on, my man. You still there?
Yeah, brother, I'm here. My phone went batty on me for a second.
Yeah, it said it's what chewing what?
Chewing my nails.
Chewing my nails.
Yeah, William H. Morbid should come up pretty quickly. Hey,
Boom.
thanks, John. I take a lot of time with my B-roll footage, man.
Yeah, all right. I got it ready to go, my man.
I'm down if you are, brother.
right, let's do it. Here it is. RecklessRadio.xyz, baby. Here's two of my nails, William H. Morbid on YouTube. Just so we don't get copyright strikes. We have the actual guy here, watching his own video. So don't strike us down, YouTube, please. Thank you. Oh shit. There we go.
Daydreaming on a sunny day. I come to watch the waves wash and blast my eyes, and all that leaves set a flame just dies. I'm creeping, your picture up inside my head. The memories that kindly echo and pass on by. Hope I'll never say goodbye. I elect for apocalypse, not to lose the ones I love, but to free them. We're trapped, but you're still not a fucking victim. We fight them, but we're just fucking losing. And I'm lost like you, wondering what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm asking a question after a question after a question to be ignored, but I was just fucking saying, press play on your goddamn life, cause motherfucker, yeah, you're dying. Just so you know, sweet child, you're suffocating. With the lights and they're waiting to rejoin us. Daydreaming on a sunny day. I've come to watch the waves go slowly past my eyes, and all that leaves to the flame just dies. I'm gripping your picture up inside my head. The memories that kindly echo and pass on by. I hope I'll never say goodbye. Oh, I don't like being like this. I just am. The balance must be kept. But I'll hold your fucking hand, meeting mother, cause motherfucker, that's scary, man. Yeah, it's scary as fuck. In hell, I'm scared all the time. My blackout friends, may the cool waters cleanse the blood from your busted up sore hands. Yeah, I hope y'all make it back home. I'm gonna stay here and guide some back, and then somewhere else bad. But you know they did, and you fucked up, yeah. Drinking on a sunny day. I've come to watch the waves go slowly past my eyes, and all that leaves set a flame just dies. I'm gripping your picture up inside my head. The memories that kindly echo and pass on by. I hope I'll never say goodbye.
Holy shit. Yeah, man. Like John Anderson has said, your albums are an experience. I did not expect that at all, my man. At all.
Curveball, brother.
Wow. Wow. And for some reason, the ukulele just highlighted the whole story coming together. Like in a world saturated with people just putting out music, it's refreshing to come across people that are actually just still making songs. The artistry behind the songs. 'Cause I grew up from the metal days too. I'm a kid of the '70s, and Dio. It was fighting dragons and fucking big, ballads and big songs and big stories and stuff. And as we progressed and stuff throughout the years, I found that disappeared in music, and I see the underground. And even though you've been around for a while, this is all new to me, and I became a new fan. I love talking music, and I love the fact that the underground people are creating songs again. It's cool, man.
And I tell you what, man, it's crazy to see. There's so many storytellers here, man. Like the underground's where storytelling lives. And I don't, like going, like I said, that mid mainstream level or anything, which, I consider a lot of others to be, but it's, like I said earlier, it's what they've built. And I'll give it to them, man. ICP and Twisted, I don't care about the beat, but both of them wonderful storytellers. And any personal feelings I have about a person individual, I will say this: Tech Nine is also a wonderful storyteller, and he does it quickly, and he does it very beautifully and articulately, and it's awesome to see every time.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
the underground is where the storytellers live, man. I'm telling you, there's so many of us out here that have so many awesome stories to tell, or that have already been told, and not many people have heard. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Well, we've talked and stuff, and hopefully we can bring more of these people to the attention. Because this what I don't need. It's nice to have the big guys and stuff, but that's not what I started this for. I started this for the guys that don't have that huge following, that weren't there at the right time. That doesn't mean they're not just as good. They just, this here platform caters to them, not to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, man, and that's beautiful to see, Joe. I love it, man. Like our interactions together. You're bringing me to everybody who fucks with your stuff, and I'm bringing everybody who fucks with my stuff together, and that's what we all, consistently need to do. We don't have to have, some guy in a suit and tie go get it ready at the club for us. We can do it ourselves.
Yeah,
You guys can be entrepreneurs. You can make your own merch. You can do your own thing. You don't have to take my route. You don't have to take anybody else's route. You can take your own. Just be smart about it. That's what the underground's about. Building new avenues.
and in this digital world, that's what it's coming to. You got to find a way to figure it out. Record industries, unless you're they bought. Let's face it, they have ownership shares in places like Spotify and all these other big platforms where the artists that are on their labels are getting promotions and stuff. Where us, we don't want them on like we want the guys that don't have the money to put on these platforms, but have those great stories, like you said, to share.
It's
And
not life is not all about money, yo.
no, and if they can get it out there, especially with us, we're now featured in 28 different countries. We got listeners. We're on 17 different apps full time. We've been plugging at this for the last 4 years, just doing it with passion, kind of like an independent artist.
Yeah.
I just kept on going, and it's been only through growth of community that this has been able to have a solid foundation.
Fuck yeah, man. You
Community,
guys have really, you hit it hard, and I see you making moves, and it's it's not easy out here. You get shut down, a lot of times, and it feels like it discourages you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let any amount of discouragement. It doesn't matter whether you're pushing a brand that you're trying to build for the underground, whether you're pushing music, whether you're pushing crafts that you make and things that you're passionate about. You can't let somebody else discourage you in that, because if you do that, man, that's one step closer to letting them step on your face. Fuck that shit. Keep going. Build, expand, grow. And then when you get to the point where you feel like you can help others, help others. That's the whole thing, man.
I'm gonna go to the Escaping Eden album here.
Okay.
A different one. It was Teeth Full of Angel Wings.
Yes, sir. That's how I opened it up. This one's hard, man. You guys prepare yourselves, because this is some wild shit. I wanted to bring that whole encompassing doom feeling to Escaping Eden, because it's about escaping. So the beginning was being trapped, and that's what you're about to feel.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, it's a journey. I must tell you, I'm really enjoying this, man.
I'm enjoying myself too. It's a good evening so far.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions, how is any of this fair? None of y'all can die, so y'all just sit there. But now you will suffer the wish, suffer the wish, suffer the wish, bitch.
Oh shit, we're back. Okay.
There we go. There we go. I just had to get to the YouTube, close that down. Boom. Man, I gotta tell you, I love the VHS type stuff, man. It brings me back to the old days.
See, that's what I was reaching for, man. A lot of my videos, you'll see that, and there's just something so hypnotizing about those lines in that fucking screen, man. Like when we were kids, I remember it sitting in front of that television. It was my babysitter, dude. And you get the crappy cable and just had the lines. And instead of watching TV, you're just watching the lines, dude. Just
Man, yeah, exactly. We're getting close to releasing how old we are.
you are correct, sir.
Listen, my son, most artists that we have on, he likes that since that's horrorcore artist, and he knows way more about horrorcore than I do. He likes to talk about horror movies and stuff, and he always likes to ask a couple of questions. Would you mind if I brought him on?
No, fuck yeah, come on.
All right, my man.
Yeah, man. How you doing tonight?
What's up, my dude?
Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm good. So, it's Halloween time. Perfect time for horror movies. I gotta ask. If there was one movie as a kid that you'd say would scare you the most, what do you think it would be?
Don't fucking laugh at me.
I'm
Okay.
not. I have a stupid one too.
Chucky, bro. Chucky fucked me up so bad. I was like 6, man. And I watched the third one. I do believe it's the third one where he's at the academy. And by the end of it, they push him in the fan. Dude, that motherfucker fucked me up so bad, dude. I legitimately, and I'm going to be 100% real with you, I fucking pissed myself for like a year instead of going to the bathroom when it was dark, dog. That little bastard scared the shit out of me, dude.
Me too. Scary. Or Chucky was really scary for me. Because like my brother had a lot of toys, a lot of stuffed animals, and while they weren't dolls, they were still things that were on the high ground that could easily come to life.
I feel you, dude. I feel you. I think it's Puppet Master. That one, honestly, that one wigged me out too, but it wasn't near as bad as Chucky to me. Just something about that little bastard freaked me the fuck out. I love him now. I'm watching the new series, but it scared me when I was a kid, dog.
Yeah, man. The first movie, I find that it's cool looking back now how they did it with the animatronics, but you couldn't get me to go near any doll after I watched my first Chucky movie.
There's just something about it, man. And it back then they were more dark rather than funny. And it was just something to behold, dude. I tell you, Chucky was fucking awesome. As scary as I felt like it was when I was younger, it was awesome. I mean, just like Jason, hell, I call that some bitch a hero, you know.
It's cool, like that he's able to be brought back and reused for so many different stories. Feels like there'll always be a Jason at some point. We just gotta wait. It's always around.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I have good authority and friends in the horror community. There's stuff being worked on. There's copyrights and rights to things being bought and signed over. So hopefully, within the next few years, we will actually have a new Jason with one of my favorite actors in the world, Mr. Kane Hodder, possibly being him again.
Yeah, man. There's just always something about his Jasons. They felt the most authentic to me, I find. Like
The man lived the role, bro. He lived it. He loved being Jason.
Yeah, that's one thing I could tell. The respect for the role, the love for it, that it really showed.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, shout out Kane Hodder. Man's a living legend.
Yeah, man. So now, what do you say would be your favorite horror movie now that you're an adult?
As of late, it's hard to say a favorite because I watch a horror movie at least once a week. Me and my wife sit down and we'll pop popcorn, make a whole thing out of it. But one of the best ones I've seen as of late is Talk to Me.
Oh yeah, I've heard it was good.
It is a beautiful portrayal of stupidity in today's generation. And obviously, no offense. I'm just saying, like, there's no like stupidity and respect. Apparently, if you, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. But nowadays, back in my day, people wouldn't even touch a Ouija board. They were terrified of them. And nowadays, it's like, grab that motherfucker up at a party. Let's see what we can do. And, I mean, yeah, you may make a link, you may not. Who knows? But why even bother in that context? It's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that movie beautifully portrays that shit, dude. It does.
Yeah, man. There's a lot more fun to be had than fucking with the dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's doors you don't want to open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, I'm wondering here, what kind of music do you think had the most impact on you, even outside the horror genre? Horrorcore.
I mean, dude, I've always listened to everything. I really have. I have respect for musicians in all walks. I even like some country, man. I really do. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and do it because he don't need it. But Jelly Roll, man, he really is. He came about the dirt. I'm proud of that guy. He did a lot for the underground on his way out, and he still is. So, props to him on that. But, I listened to Hank Williams Jr. when I was a fucking kid. I grew up in the South. Obviously, you can tell I had that twang. But I grew up in the deep South in Arkansas. But I mean, 3-6 Mafia, fucking. I listened to death metal my whole fucking like Gojira, fucking Nile. I all genres you can think of, I probably listened to, all the way down to reggae and just some of the weirdest like Pavlonian flute music and shit like that. It feels to me that if you don't stand as a person and take influence from everything you absorb, you're just wasting energy.
Yeah, man. It's good to be wasteful. It's good not to be wasteful with everything you come across. Whether it be a bit of advice, maybe it might not work now, but it could always work later. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you got to absorb everything, man, and try to make the right decisions and maneuver this thing we call life. And it's hard nowadays growing up because your dad's obviously got them old school influence he's trying to bring on to you, but you got all these outside influences, and you're growing up in this. And I'll tell you, you remain well adjusted and a good fucking human being. You're doing a good job, bud. That's the whole point nowadays, because who knows when the fuck all this is going to end? Society could collapse tomorrow.
True. It really seems so fragile what we have right now.
Doesn't it though?
Especially with like how little people we have eligibility to serve.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of protection, and it's gonna be risky. So that's why every day we need to make the most of it and never really hold back in the moments and never just say no to any idea that we get.
Well, in that also keep in mind you've got to factor in the people around you and how your decisions are going to affect them. So in that, yes, I agree, but always be using this motherfucker because the goddess gave us these motherfuckers for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, bro, it's refreshing to talk to somebody who's got an outlook that makes sense. That's not over 30 years old.
So I'm gonna pass you back to the main man. It was talking to you. I hope we get to have you on here again.
I think you will.
Oh, yeah, man.
Thank you, my man. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm digging that flag in the background, by the way. That's sick as fuck.
Reckless Radio? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got that done for a show that we hosted here on. We rented a boat. Me and my partner for the French, my partner in radio station, Crapo, Nico Hobbs. We rented a boat cruise, and we got one of the Quebec legends, Pat Martel. He used to be the drummer of a group, Quebec supergroup called Offenbach. It was a French, big, huge arena rock group, and he has a tribute band that he does, and he have some of their own songs and stuff. So we did a boat cruise with them. So I got it done for that.
Fuck yeah, that's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, man. No,
it's always good to see people that go back and they remember these bands and these cats that they feel like they can't do it no more because they've gotten older, and they encourage them to get back into it, bro. Because this shit's a fucking passion, man. We got to keep all the genres the fuck alive. We got to keep it going, dog.
Well, that's the thing, right? I get to show the new stuff, and people get to hear the old stuff come again. So now I got guys, aunts, and uncles and grandparents listening to the station because they're playing their grandkids' song, but also because they grew up in this part of Canada and they remember that from going to university and stuff. So it's touching all genres, and it's a very unique thing that we've been able to build here with Reckless Radio.
That's fucking awesome, man. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are building something great.
Well, and we're staying true to the community. It's with the community. It's with the underground artists. Those are the ones that need us, not Spotify. Spotify don't need us.
They're getting plenty of cash pumped into their pockets, bro. They don't need no help from any of us.
And for us, it's just a way of being that portal and being that way of for you guys to come back and self-promote and tell your stories, or even just, bring your own ideas to the world and just pop in and smoke a joint and say, hey, man, I got a song, or my buddy's got a song dropping, man, check this out, blah, blah. This is what we hope to be on a regular basis for the artists that have been with us, especially from the beginning. Like, you came in with us early on with General Deuce and stuff, and I remember that it's been over a year since we had you.
Yeah, it's been a little while, man, and I've really tried to make good with my time that I have. I build these tracks and I build these little stories and these lessons, man, just to leave a legacy, because that's all I'm really trying to do, man. I just want to, if I help one person, fuck yeah, I did my job.
Man, well, I know we can keep going on and on and on, but I'd like to play one more video on our way out and come back to it, and then we can kind of wrap it up and have the part 2 and a part 3 and a part 4 with Mr. William H. Morbid, because dude, you got just too many songs to even cover in a 5-hour show, let alone a 10-hour show. I think it's going to be a part of a huge series here, because I'd like to start from the beginning, because there's been a whole series of songs and different beats and different sounds and different styles and a whole up and down building of the story. And I'd like to take the people through it. I think it'd be pretty cool.
That would be fucking awesome to me, especially seeing as how in the next 2 years I plan on bringing you guys a comic series. I'm working with a couple of folks. I know a few people in the industry, and I'm looking to get something published in the next 2 or 3 years. That's going to start cataloging the whole backstory, the lore, leading all the way up to where we are now, which is the back room is what I'm working on in pre-production. And we're going to work from our way back all the way up, man. So that would be great. Oh,
man. See, perfect timing for everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I got here. I got the Great Gray Witch escaping.
Yeah, that's well, you're gonna hear my beautiful wife, the Great Gray Witch, interrogating me, and then we're gonna go into something that's very brutal and insane.
Well, that's I came across it before, and I was like, okay, well, that shows a different side of things, so the eclectic differences of William H. Morbid. I had to put it through. So
that fuck yeah. Yeah, my son. See, it's my baby.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, my baby boy.
Yeah, man. I got 2 cats here.
Fucking love cats, man.
Find a wormhole or a side door? You need to. Hey, pay attention, asshole. How the fuck did you get an Eden? Bitches never named me. Had to do it myself. Like the beast all over the blood and stingy wealth. Fuck dying, yo, I wish you generations. Poor fucking hell's your brain, your organs, all the seeds. Stop. Wanna take the math, I'll chew all your appendages. Yo, it's good for my mental health. Need to find a road to this darkness. Kinda tired of hating myself. I hate myself. Yeah. Frustrated in prison. On the knees. They keep staring at me in the hole in my motherfucking chest. Fuck off. I can't even tell the what I'm stuck here. Awkwardly being insulted. Fucking feeling it's starting to leave a mental well. I need some help. Fuck that. God don't acknowledge me. The old ones don't wanna fuck with me. So I need to leave this place. They plot to kill me. I will remember the face. I remember the face. I hear them whisper. I call my mother's name. No thanks. What the fuck you looking at, bitch? I can't even leave. They think they got me tame. They patronize me. Stuck in this fucking time space where the goddamn film's at. Where the flames at. Where the motherfucking pain is. I'm about to bust up out of here. Fucking turn the gates and set this shit ablaze. Shit ablaze. Shit ablaze. Yeah. They can stop me and I'll destroy all these motherfuckers at this goddamn rate. These angels, the demons, they think they scare me. No, I watched them bitches burn and fall. But they fucking overworked it. So now I'm here, stuck with these ingrates. No, fuck a wall. Let a group of fucking angels on fire like butter on a griddle. They scratch. And then they melt. Angels talk and masturbate. They don't give a fuck. Wait, strangle one with the motherfucking ropes on a stupid ass belt. Wait, I'm leaving. Ain't nobody's fucking stopping me. Why are they all just staring at me?
Man, see what I mean about the artistry and keeping things flowing, man? And cohesively, you tell the story with your visuals as well as with your lyrics, my man. That's what I think. We got to go back to the beginning and we got to start there on the next episode of this because I think this is it's gonna be good. It's cool.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, this one was particularly awesome in my eyes because I got the new software that I had that has all of these pieces of free use clip art. Just you can just mash them together and build this fucking video. So I've started using it quite often when I don't have general access to a set or anything like that. But we can definitely do a deep dive, man. We can jump into it, get into a lot of the lessons that I've been giving out here for free for years and years, and kind of see the general progression of the quality and the times where I used other studios and how I've gotten to the point now where I've upgraded to the point that I am at, where I'm currently sitting. I feel like the quality's way better than it was 3 years ago, man.
But it still tells the story and it's part of the evolution and the progression, right? Because
Exactly.
these where everybody was in big studios and stuff, the 90s, kind of transition. We had new metal styles and sounds, and electronics were starting to come in. And the year 2000s and the 2020s went crazy to where the progression to where you either had to learn to do it and do it to the best of your abilities, or you were fucked. You were left behind.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you look at some of the best cats around right now really doing it, man. They all started with a home studio, and some of them still have one today. And it's not that they had $100,000 to build one. It's that they took time to build it and got piece by piece and have learned all this craft, man. And that's what keeps this whole thing alive is people who have that passion to keep going and building and getting better and better and building this and make it legitimizing yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And as they grew, they brought a team together that worked for them. It wasn't the industry getting them to work it's different nowadays, and that's exactly it. And there's still the underground people. It's the best community around, man.
I mean, I agree. If there's the biggest advice I can give to anybody that's getting started in this right now is if somebody comes to you with a fat lump sum of money and tells you, "Hey, we're about to push you all over the place," read the fine print, read the fucking contracts, don't just sign shit. Ain't nothing in this world free. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now.
Yeah. Well, my man, it's been an awesome evening. It's been an awesome time going through some of the songs. We will have the William H. Morbid songs down in the rotation at probably after tomorrow. Let's the drop come down everywhere else. So before we go, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get your stuff, where they can hear you, where the drops are going to happen tonight.
So at 3 a.m. Central, so obviously varying times all over the world. It'll drop on reverbnation.com/Mr. Morbid. And I give you that long. It's always been free with them. They've done me well, so I keep them around. They've never charged me shit, and they push my music. But again, that's reverbnation.com/Mr. Morbid. Or if you're lazy like me and don't feel like doing all that shit, you can go to YouTube and literally just Google William H. Morbid. I mean, YouTube or Google William H. Morbid. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm easy to find. It's all out there in the public. It'll drop at 3 a.m. and it'll be accessible on YouTube. If you have YouTube Premium, I'm pretty sure you can save the songs if you want to. Obviously, you can pop them on your playlist. I'm always grateful to have any play I get. Again, I do this all for free. If I do release something in the near future that I stream, all the money, every fucking penny will go to charity.
That's awesome, my man. You know what? We'll be happy to help promote it and push it alongside you at any time we do these things. Because we believe in giving back also.
Fuck yeah. Well, I will tell you this. I know we're wrapping everything up. I've got this pedo. I've got to sacrifice to the mother, and I got to feed my cats. So I'm going to release you when I blow this candle out, and you are free, sir, from any holds you may have for me this evening. I do appreciate you summoning me and giving an offering, and you have a wonderful and blessed night, brother.
Thank you, my man. It's been a wonderful evening, and we're going to have you back soon. Everybody, thanks for being with us on this special edition of Reckless Radio XYZ. I'm Rebel Joe. We got a great William H. Morbid with us. Hopefully, we'll see more of him. He's got quite the story to tell.
Be good.